So yesterday we have seen how files are stored in Linux. Today we are going to see important directories. Important directories means the folder which is created automatically at the time of installation. Okay. So one is home directories or home folder. So what is this home folder? Where user stores their personal files folder and the configuration data. Okay. For root user, this home folder is root/root means on the root partition it is root, and for normal user it is under the home folder with the username. Okay. Now the next is user executable. As I said, everything is file in Linux. So whatever command you execute, that is stored here as a text file. Okay. So where it is stored in bin, USR local bin. Okay. So this is user executable means the commands which can be executed by any user, that is user executable files, and the commands which can be executed only by root or the system, that is system executable files, or you can say administrative commands are stored in sbin, USR local sbin. Okay. Bin stands for binaries and S system binaries. Okay. So when you open this my computer here, so it is our root partition. On the root partition, you see this is a boot folder. Boot folder means it is a folder which is mapped with the boot partition. Okay. This contains all the bootable files, you see. So bootable files are here. If you go inside the grub and all, you can see the configuration grub.cfg. When you log in on that time, what you see there? Red Hat minus display BIOS specific set kernel boot avoid. So you see this everything, boot menu, what it should show, everything is defined here. Okay. So here if I am going to change one name which appears there as a Red Hat minus something, so whatever name I give, that will appear as a boot menu. Okay. But it's better not to change this configuration. So that's why it is written, do not edit this file. Okay. Grub environment, what environment it has to set, you see. So these all are what? Bootable files, okay, which is available in boot folder. Now home folder. So as I told you, for root user, the home folder is root/root means on root partition. So when you go inside this, you can see desktop, document, download, music, everything is there. So this is home folder of root user. But for normal user, the home folder is inside the home folder. When you go, you see Hari, John, Tanvir. Okay, desktop download, and which are the default folders created in home folder. Next, we have binaries. So binaries, you see bin, it contains system files. So yesterday you have seen date and calendar command. So you will see here all commands are here as a file. You see calendar command as a file. If you open, you cannot open as a notepad. Okay, but if you open with the VI editor in terminal, you can see what is inside it. Open terminal and VIS space calendar file. This is a command file. Understood? So everything is a file here. So as you can see, these are the commands as a file. Similarly, we have sbin folder, which contains system binaries. You see all the administrative commands you can find here. You see user add, user del, user mod, user creation commands. So is it clear which folder contains which type of files? Okay. User executable is clear, system executable clear. Now other mount point. Other mount point means if you want to mount any external device, partition, share folder, then there are some folder which is created by default. And what are they? Media and MNT folder. This will be empty folder, nothing will be there. It is created for which purpose? To mount any external devices. When you plug pen drive, if you want, you create a new folder and then mount, or if you don't want to create new folder, then you can directly mount on these folders. Okay, configuration. So all the configuration files are stored in etc folder. Okay, temporary files are stored in tmp folder. Kernel and bootloader are stored in boot folder. Server database, when you configure service on this Linux, then server database will be configured in var srv. System information, okay, hardware, process, these all things will be stored in proc and sys. And shared libraries means there are some common codes used by the applications. Okay, like in libraries, what are the things kept? Common books which anyone can read. Similarly, the common codes used by the program to execute, that is stored in lib folder. So these entire folders are clear, which folder contain which type of file. So this, I think yesterday I have shared in group. Now moving to next, that is how to create and manage files and folders. So how many of you have tried these commands? No one, only one. What about others? No time. Okay. So first command is how to create a file using command line. Cat space greater than file name. But here the problem is if you want to go in the back with the arrow key, you cannot go. You want to go up, no solution. Means only you can use backspace key or like you see. So that is the problem. So when you are using CAD, you simply type save and exit. If you want to edit it, any mistake you have done, then only the solution is text editors. You use Nano, Gedit, or you use VI editors. Now hit enter and press Ctrl D. Ctrl D for what? Save and exit. Okay. Now, if you want to see what are the things we have in this file, you can see this is the file. Okay. Why? Because I pressed back a space, but it didn't show properly what is deleted, what's not. Okay. I want to add lines to the file. Cat space double greater than. If you use single greater than, it will overwrite existing content. So that's why we need double greater than. Hit enter, then press Ctrl D. Now you see line added in the last. So parallelly you try also. And if it is not working on your laptop, then let me know. Same command. It will work. Now I am here. Don't worry. Tried already. Where is your laptop? Huh? Your laptop. Okay. And for you? Try these all three commands. First, create a file. Then check what is inside this, and then add lines to the file. And if it is not working for anyone, let me know. Not done. Not done. Completed. Okay. Now the next, to list all files and folder, ls. If you use ls, you can see here blue color folder, white color files, and if it is a green color, then three colors will be there: blue, white, and green. Green means it is your script file. Okay. And when there is a package files like .rpm type of things, it will show as a red color. So it's not fixed based on the background, it can change. But generally, with in the black and white background, white color is a file, blue color folder, green color a script file. Okay. Now, if you use ls space minus l, so ls space minus l will list extra information. Okay. So in this extra information, if you see left side hyphen or D, there will be three things: hyphen, D, or L. Hyphen means regular file, or you can say normal file. D means directory or folder. L means link file. Okay. So the first one which you see here, hyphen or D. So hyphen means regular file, D means directory or folder, L means link file. Okay. After this, what you see here, RWX, these are permissions. R means read, W, X, execute. Okay. So these are the permission fields. So here you can see three permission fields are there: RWX, RX, RX. Means first permission RWX is for owner of the file who has created. First permission is for owner of the file. Second permission, group owner. So second permission will be for group owner. Group owner means here is one group name. So member of those group will have that permission. And the third one is for others whose names are not mentioned here. Okay, others. So three permission fields are there. First for owner, second for group, and third for others. After this, here you see dot. What does this dot means? Dot means access control list, ACL. If access control list is applied on this file, then it will change to plus. Okay. So access control list means what? As you have seen here, we can see the permission for owner, group, and others. But I want to give permission for Raju. So where I will give? So that we can give through ACL. Means ACL will be used here to give permission to additional user or group. Okay. I want to give some specific permission to additional user or group. For that purpose we use ACL. So when ACL is set, this dot will change into plus. Is it clear? Any confusion? After this, there is a 1 and 2. What is this? Numbers. 1, 2 is what? Numbers. 1 means if you need to define 1, how you will define? Huh? Here 1 means file. Okay. If it is 1, this is actually count. So 1 is here file. So file will be always 1, single. File will never be double. It will always be single as a unit. Next is 2. 2 means folder. Okay. If it is 3 means there is a folder inside the folder. Okay. So how the number will change? One folder. So number will be 1. For a single folder, how many will be the number? 2. For file, it will be 1. Okay, suppose inside the folder, if I have kept one file, okay, suppose I have kept one file inside the folder. So what will be the number now? No, it will be 2. If I create one more file inside this, what will be the number? Huh? Still it will be 2. Means if you keep inside the uh, folder any number of files, the number outside it will show always 2. It will not show the count. So that count is of folder. So if you create folder inside it, then the number will change to 3. Understood? Single folder 2. Inside the folder any number of files, still it will be 2. If it is folder, then it will change as per the number of folders. So it became now 3. If I create one folder inside this folder, how much will be the number? 3 or 4? 3. Understood? But if I create folder here, means outside, it will be 4. Concept is clear? Yes or no? So it will count directly in this folder how many folders are there. Inside the folder how many is there, that doesn't matter. Okay. So like this we have the number 2 and 3 or 4, whatever it is. So just to show you the same, mkdir is the command to create folder. I have created folder Asia. So if I use ls space minus ld to see extra information about a single folder, what is the number now? 2. cd space Asia. I am going inside the Asia folder. mkdir India. Now you see the details. It changed to, if I go inside Asia, inside India and create a folder Delhi, how much is the number? Understood the concept? But if I create inside Asia, the number will change. Understood? Any confusion in this numbering? Now coming back to ls space minus 1 l, these all things you will see, don't worry. So this 1 2 is clear. Next is root. What does it mean? First name is owner name, owner of the file who has created. Second name is group owner name. In Linux, when you create a user with the same name, one private group is also created. Okay, that's why we say here this user will be member of its own private group by default. Okay, so here whatever permission we set, first permission is for root user, second permission is for root group. So whoever are the member of root group will have that permission. Okay, and the names which are not mentioned here, either a user or group, rest all comes in the category of others. So the third permission here will be for others. Is it clear? After this is what? Size. Okay, these all are size of the file and folders. This one, this one, date, this one. So I hope now these all things are clear. Same thing if you want to see with other command, we have ll, long list, output will be same. ls space minus l or ll, any command you can use. Clear this one? If you want to see extra information about one file, ls space minus l space the file name. Extra information about single file. If you want to see for one more file, so what are the files we have? Let me check first. Okay. If you want to see extra information about more than one file, a space like this you can type and you can see. Clear? So if you want to see extra information of a specific file, you can give a single file name. You want to compare, that's why you want to see for two files, you can give a space and give the file names. But for folders, we have to use LD. L will not work. LD, default directory here. We have folder Asia, we can see like this, or we want to see for music folder also. So we can compare like this. These commands are working in your laptop also or only in my laptop? Your laptop also it's working now. Okay. Moving to the next. ls ls space minus l ld, this all we have done. Now there is a one command called touch. Okay, so what is the use of touch command? To create a blank file, but we are not using touch to create a blank file. This file India was created on 18th November 1922. Means we want to change the time stamp of any file and folder, we use touch command. Understood? So India folder date and time is clear now, 18th November. If I use touch space India space India, when it was created or modified, today only. Is it clear? There is no change in the content. So touch command is used to change timestamp of file and folder both, not only for file. But if any file or folder does not exist with that name, then it will create blank file. Understood? Like if I create, give touch space basin. So we don't have any file or folder with the name basin. So when you check here, ls, what it has created? File. And when you type cat space basin, it will be a blank file. Understood the use of touch? So touch can change timestamp of existing file or folder. If it does not exist with that name, then it will create a blank file. Done. Now the next, if we want to delete any file, rm command is enough. But the problem is, question, do you want to delete this file? Then only it will delete. Now you see basin file is deleted. But if you use rm space minus f, f for force, it will not ask anything. Understood? If you use rm space file name, it will confirm, take confirmation first. Do you want to remove this file or not? Okay. If you use rm space minus f, it will not take any confirmation because we are putting force. So you can see Bharat file is deleted. Bharat file. Done this all. This was to delete a file. Now the next is if you want to rename a file. Okay. So, so to rename a file, we have command mv. Mv is for used for rename also and move also. To rename, mb space old name fox, new name lion. See, fox disappeared, lion came. Cat space lion. You see, we have the content. Understood? So mb command we can use to rename or to move also. So you'll see, move and copy we will not see right now, because before that we have to learn different type of paths: absolute path, relative path, how we can define paths. Then we will see. So move and copy, we will create a scenario based we will move. Okay, for both file and folder. Now moving to the next, that is creating a folder. To create a folder, we have mkdir folder name. If you give one name, it will create one folder. If you create two, three, give two, three names, then it will create multiple folders at a time. So I've given three names, and you can see three folders are created. So both the options are there. So like this, you can use in touch to create multiple blank files, but not with the cat. Done? Okay. Now, if you want to go inside any folder, cd is the command. Cd means change directory. Okay. I want to go inside a folder Russia. I'm inside it. If you use pwd, you are in the folder Russia. Inside this Russia folder, I want to create one more folder. Now, if you see, we are inside root Russia Moscow. Clear? So like this, we can enter in any of the folder, or you can give directly the path. I want to go in Russia slash Moscow. CD space like this, and you will directly jump in that folder. Both the options we have. Now, if I want to come out from here, direct out. So direct out means I want to return to my home folder. Generally, that is the base. So cd command is used. So most of the time you have seen I am using only cd. So cd command is used to return to home folder. Okay. So if you see cd, where I am now, in my home folder root, because I am user root. If you are logged in with another user, you will be inside slash home and your folder name. So cd command is used to return home folder. Now I want to go to previous working folder where I was in the last time. Cd space hyphen. Understood? So CD to return home folder, CD hyphen to go in previous working folder. So you see CD hyphen, I directly jump to Moscow folder. I want to go one step back, not much more, only one step back. CD space dot dot. Okay. To return one step back, we have to use CD space dot dot. Direct exit CD. Go to previous working folder CD hyphen. CD space dot dot. This is a step by step back. Try. It will not work. Whatever comes in your mind, you try. If you want to go three folder out means you will put six dot. Working? Check. Then CD space dot 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 dot. She want to say like this. Understood? So only the command is CD dot dot. If you know the folder name and location, then you don't need to go like this. Directly give, like I want to go, suppose, let me write here. I want to go in Russia slash Moscow. I can go like this directly. And if inside this also there are some folders, give slash the names and names, the full path, and you can go directly. So I hope this is clear. Creating folder, open folder. No, will not delete. Now the next is list folders. I want to see what are the things are there inside Asia folder. So we have option ls space minus capital R Asia. So it says inside Asia we have two folder. Inside again Asia India we have one folder Delhi. Inside Asia India Delhi there is nothing. Inside Asia Nepal there is nothing. So this is the one option how you can see what are the files and folder inside this current folder. But one more command is there which does not work in Red Hat 9, the latest one. That is tree command, and it gives a good output. But the problem is like this you cannot see in the latest version of Linux. Till 8 it works. Does not work. I told you. In 9 it will not work. One is ls space minus r space folder name, and another is tree command. And if you need to rename any folder, what you will do? Same mv command, old name, then new name. Like mv space Asia in Europe. Now you try tree Asia. Asia is not there. Europe. Understood? So you can rename with the same mv command, old name, then new name. I want to delete folder Europe. So I will use command rmdir Europe. What it says? Directory not empty. Means rmdir command is used to delete only empty folders, not any folder which is having some file or folder. So we have some empty folders like Taiwan. So rmdir space Taiwan, it's deleted. Understood? But which command we will use to delete this Europe folder or any folder like this? Rm space minus rf. If you use only r, every step it will ask, do you want to delete this folder? Do you want to delete this file? Whatever files and folder are inside, every step it will ask. But if I put F, no more questions. Deleted everything. So this rm space minus rf can be used to delete folders which is empty also, which is with the files also, and to delete file also you can use it. Okay, so it is like a universal command. So here we have one folder Japan. If that is an empty folder, if you see here, tree space Japan, nothing is there, no directories, no files. So if I want to delete with this command, whether it deletes, you see, it can delete. But rmdir can only delete empty folders. Clear? Now the next is, if you want to see hidden file and folder, ls space minus a, list all. So you can see there are a lot of files and folder with the name dot. So if there is a dot in front of any file and folder name, it becomes hidden. So if you want to hide any file, what you will do? So how you will do dot? Like suppose here I have file joy. I want to hide it. So what you will do? Rename it. MB space old name joy, new name dot joy. Finish. And when you want to unhide it, you see now joy will not appear. Joy is not there. When you want to unhide it, again you will do the same. Old name dot joy, new name joy. So, and if you want to access content of hidden file and folder, what is the problem? Cat space dot file name. You want to open hidden folder, cd space dot folder name. So how the name is written here, in the same way you will open. Understood? Everything will be same. So let me show you same for the joy. I have written it cat space dot joy. You see, clear? So in Linux, if you put a dot before any file and folder name, that becomes hidden. Now you see here, we have done everything except copy and move that we will see with the scenario based, and same thing is mentioned here. These all things what we have seen. To create a hidden file, just put dot before the file or folder name, unhide, remove the dot. File folder name can be up to 255 characters that we have seen yesterday. Next is, in this book, we have completed unit number 4. Browsing the file system. This hierarchy slide we have seen, important directories we have discussed, file and folder names can be 255 case sensitive, these all things you know very well. Nautilus means graphical, how we can work, how we can create files and folder graphically, similar way how you work in Windows. Right click, copy, paste, all things is similar here. Drag and drop, how to manage files and folder through command line, now you know better. Okay, pwd to see current working folder, this slide we have to discuss in the next class. Absolute path and relative path, then changing directory, listing directories, copy, move, touch, and then lecture is complete. So next class we will see copy and move and the path.